What's up, everybody? It's Rick. Welcome back to some more Planet Zoo. Last episode, we got everything situated pretty well here. We've got some wild dogs, some tapirs, some zebras, some springboks. Over here, we've got some okapi. And, let's check in here real quick. Hey, Rick's visiting the park again. Rick is always visiting the park. And it looks like we're about to have a springbok offspring here. We're going to get ourselves a little baby springbok. And I feel like things are going pretty well at our zoo. I played the game a little bit in my off time too, just to get a better feel for things, and I feel a lot more comfortable with this game at this point. And one of the things I want to do this episode is obviously keep expanding the zoo, but I think what I want to do is I want to make a new exhibit for my okapi, move them out of here, and then I'm going to make this center exhibit just an exhibit for blended animals. Right now, we've got some zebras and we've got some springbok living together, but in order to figure out what kind of animals can live with these zebras and springbok, I'm going to go to the animal tab real quick, and I'm going to go to social, and then I'm going to click down here to Pedia, and we're going to take a look, and we're going to learn a little bit about these animals. They can live with African buffalo, black wildebeest, common ostrich, common warthog, springboks, sable antelope, and whoa, reticulated giraffe. So we're going to start to move in some of these animals and get them blended together. And as a matter of fact, I'm kind of thinking like maybe we'll even expand this area all the way over here. Make it sort of just an open exhibit with tons of different animals. But if we're going to do that, we need to move the okapi. So let's start out this episode by trying to make ourselves a new area for those little animals. Where the okapi going to live? Probably over here. And I don't want there to be a bottleneck. That's the word I was looking for. I don't want there, I was like a pencil neck? No, that's not what it's called. I don't want there to be a bottleneck situation, so I want to make sure that there's plenty of places for people to walk before we make the springbok little area. And yeah, the springbok area, I'm going to make it over here. Yes, let's see. Let's do, I think what I'm going to do is, yes, going to start making barriers. So let's go ahead and start putting down our barriers. Oh, before I do that, actually, hold on. Let's pause the game real quick, because I'm going to take a look and see, are our mechanics researching anything? We have 2 mechanics now, and I have not been taking advantage of researching with my mechanics, and I should be. So researching with the mechanics will unlock different things for us. I should be doing this. If we want to have a theme world, and I do, then we should learn theme world. Here we go. I'm going to start learning some theme world, unlock some new items for us to use in our zoo. Now that I've done that, we can start to build our barriers. Okay, barriers. Let's start at 10 meters. And let's do curved. And I'm going to start putting some barriers down right around here. All right. And then we're going to start to curve dem barriers. All right. And we got to make it plenty big enough, at least as big as the other okapi exhibit, if we want these little critters to be happy. All right. And yeah, we'll just make it come all the way up nearly to our exhibits here. Let's make sure that we aren't going to be close enough. We are going to be close enough that it's going to offend people, the sight of our buildings. By the way, one of you guys commented on the side of my buildings, and I'll address that a little bit later, but we may be taking care of that issue. Okay, you know what? Here's what I'll do. I'll start to build the barriers back this way now. All right, let's go ahead and stretch it out to 20 meters and start to go back this way. All right. I think this will be plenty big enough. And we could probably just, there we go. Go straight. All right. Is that big enough? Yeah, that's just as big as our current okapi exhibit, I think. I think that'll be big enough for them. Oh, and let's make sure that we actually close this off. There we go. Close it on off. And now let's go ahead and start to put down our paths. So I'm going to go ahead and change the paths. Let's go ahead and do something a little bit more fun. 5 meters, I think that'll be big enough for us. And we can just make it hug this here. I'm going 5 meters, and here's why. I'll show you. I was talking about how I didn't want bottlenecks, and I think I'm going to address that by making 2 lanes that sort of run next to each other. Is that necessary? I don't know, but I think it's going to look better, personally. Let's go ahead and move these barrels. You know what? For the time being, I'll just stick you over here. And there we go. That'll be fine for now. Paths will go try that one more time, huh? There we go. It's a little crowded in that area at the moment. I think I'm going to go with 4 meters instead, just to start. Maybe we can widen it out to 5 meters now. There we go. And we'll make it go all the way around this exhibit. And meet on up. There we go. Cool. All right. So there we go. We've got our paths and stuff. Now I can just go ahead and move these trash cans kind of back to where they started. There we go. All right, so that's going to be where our okapi live. Oh, we're going to need our barrier put down. Let's go ahead and put a door in. There we go. And they're going to need to see these animals. They're coming. They're paying to see these little neat little creatures. So let's give them a show. I'm not going to go all windows. I'm going to give my animals a little bit of privacy. This will be their privacy area back here. Okay, so with all that being said, let's go ahead and just start to transfer some stuff. And, oh, you know what? We should probably just sculpt the terrain a little bit before we get started. Go a little bit bigger on that. And how are we doing on the water? Are we within range of the water purifier? I think we might be, but let me just make sure. We're not really. We're just on the tippy tip of it over here. So if I want to put down some water, I'm going to need another water purifier thingamajigger. Or I could just put the water over here in the corner, I suppose. I guess I could do that. If I were to take it down. Like that, and then maybe just smooth it out a little bit. So that my little critters could actually get to the water. Okay, now if I were to drop some water in here. There, like that. Now let's take a look. That's. I think that'll be purified. I think it'll be purified enough. Okay, and lastly, let's go back into my. There we go. Let's just roughen up this stuff a little bit. You know what? I should probably take that down a little bit. 60% might be a little bit too high. There we go. Rough it up just a little. Now smooth it out just a little. Might be a little bit too rough. There we go. I think that'll do. All right, now let's start to transfer our stuff over here. We're gonna move you. And, oh, you know what? We're gonna need a place for our shelter. Gonna move you back here in the corner. Is that good? Maybe I'll take it down just a little bit. There we go. Give them their privacy back there. All right. Continue to move a few things. Hopefully these guys will be happy in their new spot. Now, all we got to do is box up the animals. Box all animals. There we go. All of them animals be boxed. And now we got to move them. Okay. This right now is called Habitat 7. And I should actually name these habitats. It's been a little bit too long that we've been working with just the idea of just having habitats be called numbers. While we're waiting for those to move, let's go ahead and go into our exhibits and start to name these things. So, as far as name... Oh, and you know what else I'm not doing? I'm not taking advantage of my staff rooms. I'm going to turn on learning resources for my staff rooms and see if we can't start learning some stuff. Oh, by the way, I have 2 staff rooms now, don't I? That's right, we have another staff room over there. I need to be assigning some of my staff to these different staff rooms. So... here's what I'm going to do real quick. I did make some zones, and I played around with the zones a little bit. I'm going to edit work zone. The center park is going to stay going over here. The western park, however, here we go. I'm going to edit work zones, and western park is going to go to this staff room over here. All right, so anybody who's going to western park, as well as the mechanic zone 2, you are going to also use that break zone. There we go. Okay. Make sure that our people are learning a thing or two over there, and okay, we're moving them animals, only one more to move. Oh, while we were moving them, we were gonna rename the zones. So how do I actually rename the animal zones? If I go zoo and I go, let's see, animals, habitats, there we go. So habitat 7 is going to be the okapi exhibit. So this is, let's call this that cursor. We'll copy. Exhibit 6 is over there. That's the wild dogs. Exhibit 5 is the tapirs. Exhibit 3 and 2. I mean, this is soon to be the shared exhibit, but we're going to call this zebra / Springbok. And then Habitat 2 will just be called Habitat 2 for the moment because we're going to reuse it. All right, we are good to go. Let's go ahead and just fast forward until we get all these animals in here. There we go. Okapi number 1's in there. Okapi number 2, which is the little baby. And is Okapi number 3 already in here? Let's find out. I can actually click on this and see. No, there's only 2 Okapi in here at the moment. So, oh, number 3 has not moved yet. Okay, it is on the move. You're playing right now. Are you happy? You're 95%. Is the terrain good? I was a little bit off on the terrain, it looks like. So we need more soil, less long grass. Okay, and then we need some sand too. Let's start to replace some of this long grass with soil. I knew I was going to have to do a little bit of fine-tuning here. No big deal. Just start to put some soil in along these edges here. Okay, long grass is starting to disappear. Okay, we're almost in the money zone. And then it looks like we could use a little bit more short grass, actually. Let's replace the long grass with the short grass. There we go. And some sand as well. Here, we can put sand over here by the water. Looks like we need quite a bit of sand, actually. Oh, no, we had too much sand. I didn't even realize that there was sand in here. Never mind. We have too much sand. Sand needs to be replaced with soil. Where's the sand at? That I'm not seeing. There we go. That's reasonable. Okay, there we go. Welfare 100%. That's what I want to see. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And now that we've got that area opened up, now it's time to expand this area for some new animals. Let's start sharing this area. Looks like everybody's happy. Let's slow down some time. I don't want time slipping away from me. And now we know the animals that can be blended over here. So let's go and start shopping for some animals. We know for a fact that African buffalo can go in there. We know that, let's see, what else did I read that can... Black wildebeest can go in there. Common ostrich can go in there. Common warthog. And... what else? We had the reticulated... where is it? Giraffe. There we go. I know all of those can go in here. So let's take a look. I don't think we're ready for a reticulated giraffe. I think that might be a little bit too big for our zoo at the moment, but we can take a look and see what's available right now. If this will ever refresh. There we go. So we do have some African buffalo available. Let's see if there's any that are worth taking in. Those stats are, they're just okay. We've got black wildebeest as well that we can take in. This female wildebeest isn't terrible on a couple stats. This one, ooh, is actually really good on size gene, really good on immunity gene. Fertility and longevity gene, not the greatest. Ooh, we can do some ostriches. Ostriches are really simple to take care of, actually. And they breed like nobody's business. So I'm going to adopt a ostrich, and let's start to look for a male ostrich now. Let's see. Filter, male ostrich. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Filter out the female, and let's see if we can get some males. It is having a really hard time searching. I think because I've just searched for so many animals. And as a matter of fact, I should have just searched for ostrich. There we go. Ostriches. There's a lot of really decent ostrich. Let's see. I don't want to spend all of my money on an ostrich, you know what I mean? Here, let's go ahead and reset this filter real quick and just look for common ostrich. Common ostrich. There we go. Filter. And there we go. Common ostrich. Fertility gene's terrible. Come on, we can do better than this. That's actually pretty good, and it only costs 30 conservation points. I'll adopt you. There we go. So we've got ourselves some ostriches, and if we're going to bring in the ostriches, then let's break down this wall. All right, let's break down both of these walls. And I can probably just move this over here now. See, I'll move you back into this corner. How about that? There we go. Okay, so now we've got this wide open space. We can now move some ostriches in here. We've got a African dog that's about ready to mature, which gives me a little pause for concern. I think that there's going to be some alpha status challenges going on soon as these animals start to age. We'll have to keep an eye on. And animals escaped. What? Oh, this is a first. Where did the animal escape from? Excuse me? Is it because... Oh, you know what? I think it's because these two merged. No, it says a Springbok escaped. Okay, it didn't really escape. It's just that this has merged into two. And so, it is now. It is not outside. I have multiple gates. That's the problem. That's what I forgot to do. When you are going to merge areas, then you need to make sure that you only have one gate. And you know what? We're going to keep this gate. We're going to get rid of this gate over here. All right. Well, there we go. We were reminded the hard way that if you want to merge areas, you have to take out a gate. So this little Springbok, though, what I'm going to do is call a vet. There we go. And... and there we go. Fighting due to overcrowding. Exactly what I was thinking. Is that we're going to get overcrowded over here, and these animals are going to start to challenge each other for alpha status. And we could probably just watch them fight right now. Yep, see, there's a couple of fights that are going on, actually. So we've got a male and a female that are sort of going at it. And then these two, male and a female. A male and a female are fighting. It's not really an alpha challenge. It's just an overcrowding issue. So if I look at social, too many adults in the animal social group. So let's see how many animals we have exactly, shall we? If I go into my animals tab, I can filter... via species. There we go. My African wild dogs. We have... Yeah, we have too many wild dogs. And we may need to consider some contraception for these dogs at the moment, because they are just having puppies too fast. How many females do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 females and 1, 2, 3, 3 males. Okay, so too many females at the moment. We're probably going to want to... You know, I'm going to do contraception for now. Just make sure that they stop having babies for the time being. And we're probably going to have to ship some of these puppies off. So, this one, Bayo. Let's go check and see some of these stats, shall we? I wish that I could actually see their stats from this page, but... Here we go. If I look here... Wow. You're a pretty good puppy. Let's see, what else do we got here? Okay, you're not as great a puppy as far as your genes go, but you're one of the males. Okay, your stats are actually pretty good. These got some good genes. You, not so much there, Bayo. I think I'm going to have to send you off. We're going to move you to the trade center. There we go. Invalid destination, excuse me. No, it's not. There we go. Thank you. And let's take a look at... 1 or 2 other dogs as well. What do we got here? We've got... Okay, your genes aren't the worst I've ever seen. Yeah, these wild dogs actually got some decent genes. So you know what? I'll see what happens just by sending this little pupper off. And see how that helps out our animals. So if I go to a trading center and I check out my pupper that's in there, I can trade you, and I can set you... I can trade you for 21 conservation points, or I can release you into the wild for 19. I'm going to release you into the wild. So your stats aren't great. You really don't have great fertility genes. But there you go. We're going to set you off, set you free, and hopefully now my animals will calm down a little bit. Hopefully I've restored a little bit of balance. And I released an African wild dog into the wild, so I got some challenge points for that. Looks like they're still arguing, though, over space. So I may need to send 1 or 2 other dogs out as well. Let's see here. Olafemi, I think we're going to send you on your way, all right? So next up, next move, we're going to send Olafemi out to the trade center. Go. There we go. Delivery schedule. All right. And we're going to release you into the wild as well. There we go. Olafemi released. Are we chilling now? Okay. And this little Springbok's hungry. I'm just going to call the keeper to fix that up. Okay, now let's go ahead and get our ostriches in here, all right? Let's start blending us some animals. Move you in and move you in. Okay. You guys are scheduled for delivery, and I'm just going to check and make sure that the terrain's still acceptable for you guys because I did change stuff around. Okay, you want a little bit more short grass, so I can do that. Let's just go ahead and put a little bit more short grass in here. Okay, there we go. Short grass, check. Everything else looks good. Plant coverage looks good. Zebras are hungry, but plant coverage is good. Okay. And we just need to reorganize this exhibit a little bit. We could probably use a little bit more plant coverage, quite honestly, since I took all of the trees out of this side. Serious injury discovered. Excuse me? What happened? Oh, it's because you guys were fighting. All right. My bet's going to check on you. All right. My animals are starting to... And feed my animals, would you? Okay, we probably need a couple more feeders. I'm going to... Do we have another feeder over here? Let's go ahead and do another feeder on this side. There we go. How's my ostrich doing? Ostrich. Terrain's looking good. Plant coverage is all right. Okay. And you know what? We should probably get some new items for you guys. Let's see. Some new enrichment items. Let me see what we got here. If I were to search for... Let's see. For your enrichment... And you guys should all use the same sort of enrichment. So if I type in zebra... There we go. A grab ball. Cute. All right. Get a couple of grab balls for you. I think I've already got a grazing feeder for you over there. We'll do a couple of these here, and... There we go. Social group, too few adults. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna get some more adults for you soon once you start having babies. Your enrichment looks good. 93% welfare. Looks like nutrition could be better. Let's make sure that everybody's nutrition is as high as it could be. Let's see. If I were to click on your exhibit and let's see, common ostrich. Let's check your guys' food. Are you feeding my animals or what? Do I need to get one more zookeeper? Maybe. Let's see. If I were to do... Yeah, I'm going to hire one more keeper, just to make sure that we have enough hands. And this keeper is just going to... I'm not going to assign them to any place. They're just going to sort of be all over the place. Because right now, it seems like I'm having a hard time getting around. Also, maybe I should have one more vet at this point as well. Because I've still only got one veterinarian. Here we go. I'm going to hire one more veterinarian to help this place out. Okay, we've got the ostriches, right? I've got 2 food bins in here, which they're not getting fed, and it's sort of driving me bananas that they're not getting fed. Wait, what's going on here, by the way? What is this? Wait, what? How did that happen? Can I not delete you? Demolish. What was that doing underground? That was very strange. Okay. Let's check in with my ostriches real quick. Okay, their well-being's not very good. Enrichment. They need food. Oh, so apparently I didn't give any ostrich food or enrichment. Let's go ahead and check that out. Ostrich. There we go. Oh, here we go. They need a foraging box. All right. Put a foraging box over here. And one over here, as well as a couple balls. There's so many toys for these animals to play with in here right now. So dang many. Okay, some sprinklers for you. Why are my animals starving? Feed my animals. What the hell is going on? Keeper and root. Well, let's go. Okay, here's the keeper with the bucket of food. Where are you going? Wait, what was that? What just happened there? Did you just put something underground? Or did you feed the feeder ball? Okay, there's a pile of food there. Weird. Okay. Is everybody getting fed now? Oh, that's why I got confused. Why are you going sideways when you're filling up their food ball? That is so weird. You are doing weird things, my friend. Okay. I think that our ostrich should be happy now. Yep, the ostrich is happy. Okay. So now we've got the ostriches in there. And one thing I want to make sure is the space. Is the space okay? Do they have enough space? Space looks 100%, so it looks like they're doing good. Okay, they're finally fed. So I think everybody's getting happier now. Fantastic. And that research is complete. All right, what did we just research? Springboks. Okay. Oh, there's an active disease. Here we go. Let's go ahead and research that. I want to make sure that's taken care of. Oh, and you know what? We're going to need to change the info on these boards now. We can change this to ostrich, actually, now. Because we moved ostriches in here. But that reminds me, I need to put up new boards for my new animals over there. Common ostrich. And do we have a board over here for common ostrich? There we go. And do I have speakers set up? I should, right? Let's see. Oh, I got so many speakers. Oh, my God. It's going to take a minute to fix everything. I'm going to go ostrich. And you know what? You're going to learn about some other animals, too. I don't think I need this many speakers. I'm actually going to delete some of you. Okay? You right here. Ostrich. You right here, delete. There we go. I certainly don't need that many, right? Seems a little overkill. Common ostrich. I'm going to delete... Whoops! Excuse me. Delete every other one. There we go. Ostrich. Delete. People are going to learn a lot about ostriches. Ostrich. Delete. And ostrich. There we go. Cool. Now we're going to teach them about some dog stuff. Let's go ahead and start putting down some dog signs. Let's slow things down a little bit. And habitat. Okay. Nope, not habitat. Excuse me. Facilities. Let's go ahead and learn about some wild dogs. Why are you on 15%? There we go. Or 50 degrees. There we go. Put down a sign there. Put down a sign here. Wait, fighting's breaking out due to incorrect sex ratio. Okay, this is going to be a whole thing that we're going to have to balance here. African wild dog. Oh, no, these are our copy. Excuse me. Nope. We'll copy. And copy. There we go. All right. All right, dogs. We got to start breaking you up. So what do we want? Do we want a straight male to female ratio split here? Let's check. Social and Pedia. Natural habitat, species status. Let's see. Different dogs. Blah, blah, blah. Dogs are endangered mainly due to habitat. Fragmentation. Domestic animals exposed to disease. Very wide-ranging species. Okay. Anything that tells me about that sort of split they want. Fun fact. Group size. Here we go. Life expectancy, 11 years. Female bachelor group size, 2. Male bachelor group size, 2 to 4. Okay. 2 to 6, up to 4 males, up to 2 females. So they like more males than females. Interesting. All right, I'm glad that I read about this. But we do need to actually take care of this problem. Right now, we have too many males, or too many females. So we need to get rid of a couple females, actually. I'm probably going to get rid of... Oh, so I've already sent these two off, right? Because it says... Oh, no, that's the source. That's where they came from. Okay. So... I'm sorry, ladies. One of you guys is going to have to go. Okay, and it looks like it's going to be Dalili. Okay, Dalili, I'm going to have to send you home. I'm sorry. We're going to have to move you. Oh, I can just send you to the trade center. Let's just do that. There we go. Send you to the trade center. Perfect. I didn't realize that that was a button. I'm glad that I figured that out, though. And we're going to need to send one more female as well. Okay, I'm going to send you. All right. There we go. All right. Going to have to send these two females out. Now that balance should be a lot better. Let's go ahead and see about releasing you guys in the wild, okay? I can release you. There we go. And we're going to release the other as well. There we go. Okay. Now we've restored balance. All right? Balance has been restored. Let's go ahead and... Okay, we've got information on the dogs. Do we have speakers for the dogs at the moment? Let's check. Okay, we do have a couple speakers. I'm going to get a couple speakers for the Okapi as well. Make sure that people are learning about them. I'm just going to put one here. And here. And actually, that's good for now. 2 for now will be just fine. Learn about Okapi. All right. And it looks like a Okapi has matured. And I don't think that having more than a couple Okapi in here is good. If I actually learn a little bit more about these animals, I'm pretty sure that I will find that they don't like to have big sizes either. Let's see. Group size is 1 to 2. 1 male, 1 female. So I'm going to have to send one of you away as well. If I look at... Okay, so you're a female and you're a female. All right. If I look at your genetics... genetically, you're all just kind of weak. I'll be real. I'm going to move you to the trade center. All right. And we should probably just give you guys some No, I'm not going to give you contraception. It's fine. I was debating it, but you know what? We'll just keep on sending them back out into the wild. I feel a little bit bad because I'm sending a little, like, sort of weak species into the wild, honestly. I guess you weren't too weak. Your fertility gene was excellent, so I guess you're a good one to send. All right. There we go. If I'm sending them out with weak fertility genes, then it's not really helping very much. Okay, then I've got a Springbok that's about to mature, but if I look at Springbok, now we're getting lots of information about these animals, actually. Checking out the Zoopedia is full of good information. So, wow! They live in huge groups. 1 male and 34 females. Holy moly. So we'll want to keep an eye on these ones and figure out just how many females we're getting and how many males, all right? And then we're going to want to send those males away. My goodness. Okay, so we do have 2 females. That's good. They've got a good gender blend at the moment. Holy moly. Okay, so our next exhibit, where's that going to be at? We're going to build the next... You know what? Maybe over here in this area. And I did talk about this exhibit and extending it a little bit. Maybe... Oh, I've got an idea. I've got an idea, guys. There we go. I've made a path over the exhibit. Oh, that's our first little brave elevated path. We'll see how that works out. And now we've got room to grow our exhibit. That's going to be next episode. I'm going to go ahead and play with the layout between this episode and next episode and see about reorganizing things a little bit. But then next episode, we're going to go hard, just expanding our zoo. I'm looking forward to that, guys. I hope you guys are too. If you guys enjoyed this episode, I hope you did. Let me know by giving this a like, sharing, subscribing, all that good stuff. If you got tips for me, let me know down below. I know some of you guys gave me some good tips, and we'll be taking care of those as well between this episode and the next episode. A lot of you guys had aesthetic tips. Hey, why don't you hide your stuff? Hey, I agree with you. And why don't you put in some lights for the nighttime? That's a very good idea. I haven't really looked under construction too much, but that's where the lights have been hiding this whole time. But you know what? We are still researching some the New World theme. Lamar Munson is on that, so once we're done with that, then we're going to have some new stuff to put down. It's going to be a good time next episode. Can't wait for you guys to come back. And until then, I've been Rick with Stumpt. Catch you guys next time.